Good morning and welcome to our Wednesday morning devotional. I'm Kayla Carrico and this is,
Megan Alden.
and we have been doing a series on Henry Nouwen for Wednesday mornings. If you're just now tuning into our Wednesday morning devotionals, Henry Nouwen was a Dutch Catholic priest and theologian and writer. And a lot of his writings have a very kind of spiritual and emotional nature. And they're very relatable even today. And so we've been sharing different selections of his writing each week as reflections. Megan is going to lead us in our reflection today.
Yeah, I have a good one. One that speaks to me, and I'll talk about it a little bit more at the end, but I think it'll be pretty relatable to a lot of us. So let's begin. Writing is a process in which we discover what lives in us. The writing itself reveals to us what is alive in us. The deepest satisfaction of writing is precisely that it opens up new spaces within us of which we were not aware before we started to write. To write is to embark on a journey whose final destination we do not know. Thus, writing requires a real act of trust. We have to say to ourselves, I do not yet know what I carry in my heart, but I trust that it will emerge as I write. Writing is like giving away the few loaves and fishes one has, trusting that they will multiply in the giving. Once we dare to give away on paper the few thoughts that come to us, we start discovering how much is hidden underneath these thoughts and gradually come in touch with our own riches.
Yes, I like that one. What is it about this devotion that speaks to you, Megan?
Well, there were several passages in here. I love when he says writing is a process in which we discover what lives within us, because I think for those of us who've been to school and taken some writing classes, that's what teachers try to get out of you, what's inside. And journaling and writing is that time when it's just you and your thoughts written down. I've journaled in the past, and I love to go back and look at different things I've written and, just get your thoughts at different points in your life and different feelings about things. And it can really open you up to think about things, that are taking place in your life at that moment. So I really like, and I also like when he said, once we dare to give away on paper the few thoughts that come to us, we're discovering what's hidden in those thoughts. So sometimes just reading your own thoughts, you might not have discovered something or even thought that you felt a way about something. And then all of a sudden there it is on paper in front of you. So journaling, I love, that's something I enjoy doing. And I think a lot of people, like to do journaling and get their thoughts on paper. And it really helps to kind of take jumbled thoughts and make them, ready to kind of work with them.
Yeah, I like that. I like journaling too. And when I journal, I kind of imagine I have this tangled ball of yarn, like that's stuck in my head, and I just feel anxious and overwhelmed by it. And when I start to journal and write my thoughts down, it's kind of like I'm untangling that yarn ball and figuring out what's going on, and I feel less overwhelmed after.
Yeah, that's a great way to think of it. That's a perfect example. I mean, and you can look back at writings, maybe you're having the same thoughts that it hadn't even occurred to you in a long time. And maybe long ago you had the same thought, it kind of makes you feel like, okay, I'm okay. We're doing good, But it's a great time, especially when there's a lot of stress and different things going on in your life. Like you said, untangle what's in your head and get it out and maybe reflect on it in a different way.
It can be both a good spiritual and therapeutic tool, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So if you're out and about or you're on Amazon, go ahead and get yourself a journal. This is a great time. 2020 is a great time to start journaling. It's definitely been a strange year, so It's a great time to put your thoughts on paper.
It's true. Or if you're bad at writing with your hands and you're more of a technological person, you can journal on the computer. You don't
You
have to like
can.
publish
You
it. You can
can.
just open a Word doc and write your thoughts down.
Older people like me, I like to write, but you're young, you can whip it up on the computer. You're right. You're right. My bad.
Or people who just have really bad handwriting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, I
Well,
think before
thanks
we
for
go any farther down our rabbit trail, thank you for joining us in our devotion today. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope you maybe try writing if you haven't tried it before.
Yeah, and we will see you next week. Thanks.
Yay.